Hello everybody, this is going to be a very long video, and I am saying that because every time I jump on and say it's going to be a short video, it's a long video. So this time I'm using the law of opposites. Let's see how this works. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. I want to look at Mr. Graham Platner. Now I know a lot. I know a lot of you guys are have seen this on other videos. I really don't watch a lot of other psychics, but this Graham Platner was somebody who I knew was very flawed. I mean, you go do 4 tours. I think he did 4 tours. You're going to be messed up. And I was hoping that all his skeletons were kind of out, and obviously they're not. So let's just see what we get from is number 1, is he gonna stay or is he leaving? Okay, I don't think I need to go anymore. He's gone. 8 of Cups, walking away from sorrow to find oneself. I don't think he's done yet, in the respect that well, I think politically he's done. I mean, stick a fork in the guy, he is done. But he's got a lot of work to do, and I think he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to slip back into some of that toxic life that he was living. Let's just see. Is this going to change Mr. Platner? Is he going to work on this, change him for the better? And I get 2 images in my head before I even look at this. He is such a fighter, such a warrior, and he has that mentality that he's not going to want to let this go really easily. However, he will, and he'll look back on this. Now, whether he was like out of his mind drunk when he raped that woman, reportedly, and I even hate saying that, reportedly. But anyway. It feels like he is such a warrior here that he's going to fight through this. But we're looking at, is he going to fight through his demons? Ooh, maybe I need to pull out the Dark Mirror cards. His dark demons, and become a better person. We get the Knight of Wands. This is him being on, knowing the information, hearing it, remembering maybe what he did when he was blind drunk, and what we do. Gosh, guys are such assholes sometimes. Sometimes Psychic Duck is laughing. Sometimes. How about all the times? Okay, stop. 7 of Cups. This is being in that little delusion stage. Yeah, I didn't really do that. Yeah, well, okay. At the base of the reading is the Magician. He's going to try to do something, turn this around. You know how when you do something that's goes against who you thought you were as a human being, and you try to rationalize it, and you try to fix it and go, well, I didn't really mean it that way, and was I really that big of an ass? No, I don't think I was. Yeah. In the past, You're being a fool if you think you can fix this. So is his foolish actions in the past. This can go for a new journey, or actually, you know, just read the card. So he's at a crossroads here, and this is not him with the mane. This is him with himself. And the final card that I'm going to pull on this is Abundance. So to me, this really feels like, and in this card, look at the woman is listening. So you have the higher authority with this woman wearing the antlers of reception, of intuition, and you have this woman listening to what is being said, your inner voice. So with this card, I'm saying his road is really challenging. He's got to get out of his illusion delusion. He's got to stop being the fool. He needs to grab his swords as he is a warrior and say, I'm going to battle through this. Somehow, I don't want to get too deep into what his current wife is going to be dealing with, because she is going to be dealing with a lot. So again, it comes out that there are so many victims out there, sexual victims out there, that are in the shadows, that are coming out. And it's just not the Epstein files. It's such a bigger problem. And that problem is going to be, I think, come to light and going to be healed as we move forward in our ascension, in our becoming a better class of galactic beings. Not string beans, galactic beings. Okay. Let's just look at the dark mirror energy. This is something that, because I think, well, that was him, that wasn't me, but we're all part of this in some way. So let's just pull a couple of cards and see how that is. If we get any information from it, we get atonement. Ooh. Yes. We get artificial heart. Ooh. Ooh. Now, without looking at the book and remembering how the book describes all of this, and Parasite, yikes, yikes, yikes. Danielle's Oracle deck has something really good on the Parasite. And for those of you who haven't heard of this deck, it's called The Work, and it's only an app that you get. And it's, if you want to learn metaphysical tools and terms, that deck is awesome. So, what is the dark mirror energy reflecting to us as a society? There is atonement that needs to happen, and sometimes that's really hard for all of us. This artificial heart, some people will go, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, and then not really. So there's something with this lack of caring that is that we have, that probably we need to look into a little bit. And then the Parasite card. So this is all about This is all about a companion, a coming together. Normally, it should be balanced and it should be supportive of each other. But this card is indicating that it was a one-way street and that one person, one parasitic energy is draining the other. So, how does that work with us? What is that? So, when we are guarding against some of this, because it's not over, and just because we get information from the Epstein files or from Graham Platner's behavior, that behavior will still happen. So it's important to, when we are talking to our children and our grandchildren, that we talk about these dark mirror energies, that yeah, we do need to forgive. We can't, like, we need to find a way that we can have a true heart, not an artificial heart, not block it off so that we're just cold with everything. But there are these parasitic energies that we need to guard against. So, and by guarding against them, it's not by shutting down your heart completely, but it's about the protections that we go through. That's what I got out of these cards. The atonement, the artificial heart, and the parasite. Okay. Let us move on to one more thing. I want to look at how stupid Trump is. Oh, did I say short video? Oh, geez. It's very short. He's really stupid. What an embarrassment on the stage. I need to apologize as an American to the Canadian listeners, watchers, to the world. I'm so embarrassed. I got an email saying, hey, your passport's about to expire. You need to get a new one. And it says, click here, you can do it online. And I went, ooh, cool, I'm going to do it online. You know, it'll be really fast. And I went, wait. Go double check your passport. Is it going to expire? And then later that day, I find out that Trump is putting his pictures on limited passports. How pissed would I be if I got his mug on a passport that I had to carry around for 20 years. And it's his mugshot. Jeez. He's a convicted felon. Why is that positive? Oh, anyway. Keep waking up. Anybody dead yet? So Trump is bombing Iran again and going at it alone, yelling at NATO. And so the thing that is worrisome to me is that, as with Bush, as with this war, we have no idea. We probably have a better idea since we were in Iraq and Afghanistan, but we haven't learned the lesson, obviously. I'm saying Pumpkinhead, in that stupid-ass military he's got going on there. So he's in NATO disparaging all of the leaders. He's going, nobody wanted to be with us in this war. Well, yeah, because it's stupid and you don't know what you're getting into, and everything is going to start just going nuts. Anyway, let's look at that. God, the phone's going crazy, saying, "You're right." Iran, will we be able to get this under control? And that's a tricky sentence to say because it's not we, but will we be able to back down a little bit and not be so macho? Will we be able to find a solution to stopping this destruction in the near future? High Priestess, that's could be a good card, could not be a good card. This is the feminine magician, but there's secrets. Moving on to calmer waters. This looks like the Straits of Hormuz, navigating through the waters. Look out, there's a sword sticking up. Okay, oh. Something happening fast, but this looks like bombs. For entertainment only. All right. Queen of Cups in the past. Yeah, thank you for being in the past. But at least that energy is overflowing. We are getting some of that Queen of Cups energy flowing into the future card. And at the top of the reading is the Four of Coins. This is hold on to your finances. Be conservative. I keep thinking to myself, oh, they keep bombing them, but we're running out of weapons, which is kind of a good thing, I think. But then, then they think about NATO. They say, yeah, we're going to increase our defense spending. Clearly, because the U.S. is not supporting NATO anymore. They're pulling away. But, when you buy things, then you're going to use them. So we're just on this wrong track as far as this hippie goes. Anyway, in the potential near future, is something going to come about that's going to bring us temperance? No. Queen of Swords. No. It might be a little more thoughtful with the Queen of Swords. It's not like, the Page of Swords or the Knight of Swords. She has a little more understanding of what the war does do. Thank you. Internal position is Temperance. Thank you. Yes, please, more of that. That's what the world wants, is calm, temperance. They want things to start flowing again, moving out of troubled waters. Ooh, Chariot. Something's going to move. And so this card here, this Eight of Wands, news coming really fast. Something's going to happen that's going to move pretty fast. This is in the external position. And hopes and fears, Four of Cups. That we just don't keep looking at the loss of the Three of Cups. That we actually look at the we look at the offer being made. And in this card, this guy is looking at the offer. And then the final outcome is the Page of Wands. I like that card for the final outcome. This is a new way of looking at things. This is a new plan, something coming to the table. And it's a young energy. It's not the old tired thing, something new. It does have a little bit of dragon energy around it. Okay. We get the Nine of Wands. Clearly, with this new information, people are getting beat up. Iran's getting beat up. The U.S. is getting beat. The world is getting beat up. I wonder what gas prices are going to be now. Holy crap. And that's not my main worry. it's a lot of people's worry, but it's like, what about food? What about, how do you transport food and keep the costs down when fuel prices are so high? So the world is getting beat down by our actions, and but they're not down. They're not knocked out. They're about ready to stand up and go, all right, let's deal with this. And then, oh, crap, more conflict. But this isn't abuse of power. This is just maybe disagreements. Maybe. Let's just keep going. Two more, see what we get. Okay, that's abuse of power. Crap. That's abuse of power. That is abuse of power too. Ay, ay, ay. So as we are moving forward, it just keeps going back and forth. It doesn't seem like this temperance and this moving on is going to really happen because we keep going back on our word. We go back on our word with the Five of Wands, and then we use force with the Five of Swords, and then we bring, or they bring in the Ace of Wands, which is my Bam Bam card. One more. And then we get family. I'm lying. And the Queen of Coins, security. So this really can't keep going on forever. Why not, Danny? That's what Psychic Duck just said. It's another forever war. Yeah. So, is there a moment that will change this conflict, this war? Is there a point in time in the near future that will change this fighting, this abuse of power? Just make sure I get a card that is not right next to each other. Might not have shuffled correctly. Past, present, future. Oh, I did a thing on Graham Platner a couple of weeks ago, and I read on it, and I said, yeah, I think he's going to win. And I did 3 cards, and I did him, Susan Collins, and Mills. And Susan Collins got the World card at the end. It's like, oh, is she going to win? Is she going, or is it a completion cycle? Graham Platner had the Lovers, then the Secrets, and something else. And I totally misread it. And I go, oh my God, it's his past that's catching up with him, and he needs to walk away. That's what I think I remember it getting. Anyway, is there a point in time that this abuse of power that we have started will end? Is there some kind of flashpoint? Ooh. Low battery. I can't go on too long. The Wheel of Fortune. Things will change. Thank you. It's the defending of oneself. So we're not defending ourselves. We're the aggressors. And we're going on a new journey. What's the flashpoint? What is the flashpoint? Is it Iran? What is the flashpoint here that takes us on a new journey? Is it just cyclical? Is it just the Wheel of Fortune that spins us around, that ends this? What is this current. So the present, the future, we're going to go on a new journey. The past, it's cyclical. But this conflict, what is that conflict that's going to put us on a new journey? What is that? If I can get an answer. Ooh, someone's dying. And it's so crazy to me to watch the Ayatollah being buried while we're bombing the hell out of him. What are we thinking? Okay, we're not. Someone dying. Someone celebrating. Who could that be, celebrating someone's death? Wow, really? Psychic Duck, stop dancing. Psychic Duck is dancing. And then we get more conflict. Dang. I knew I shouldn't have thrown this last card. Okay, guys, so, but this is just a war of words. How do we fix this? If someone dies and then we have a new path forward, that is going to have a lot of conversation. Because let's just say J.D. Vance is now in charge and he doesn't like this war. So there it is. All right, I have to go. Short. Thank you guys for watching. Whoo. Buckle up. Be like a duck. Be like Groot. Hello. All right. Peace and love.